that like a nickname? Or
Yeah, it is,
okay.
but it's like everyone in the world knows me as that kind of, so I just
okay, cool.
can't escape
I
it.
just looked up, I had written down Brian. But,
No,
okay.
you're right. Ultimately, you're right.
I was like, did they switch him up on me? But, alright. Okay, so, ready?
Go ahead.
Alright. Hey, what's up? My name is Stephanie. I'm from the Hidden Agenda, and I'm chilling on the bus with the Black Dahlia murder. Well, actually, just one. We got Bart. How you doing today?
Good.
Well, that's good. So, how did this current lineup get put together for this particular tour?
You mean all the different bands on the tour?
No,
Or
just you guys.
The guys in the band?
Yeah.
Well, the newest guy we have is Shannon Lucas, and last year when we were looking for a drummer, we were like freaking out. We were looking forever for months and months. We were trying people out via videos, and we were also in the process of writing a new record. So it was super stressful, but super long story short, we found Shannon Lucas in our backyard. He had quit all the remains and was working at Guitar Center. And, you know, for a long time he wasn't sure if he wanted to get back in another band because he had kind of a bad experience before. So he was just like, you know, living the home life and not touring. And finally he got tired of it and he called us up and he said, you know, maybe I would like to try out. So we went out to Guitar Center and we watched him play a Vulgar Picture on a little electronic kit. And it was like, it was so sick right away. We knew like he had to come practice and like on a real kit and like with real guitars and everything, you know. And it was easy from there on out. Like he recorded the new record with us, and it's been awesome. And I joined the band beginning of '06.
But you were on the last album, Nocturnal, right?
Yeah.
So what would you have to say would be your own personal favorite from that album?
There's actually the two shortest songs, Climactic Degradation and I Worship Only What You Believe. Probably have to be my two favorites just because they're like short and heavy and to the point and over with. That's kind of what I look for in a song. So
That's cool.
those two.
So you guys doing really good headlining this tour?
Yeah, we're stoked.
Awesome. So where would you say you guys would be in, say, 5 years, maybe 10 years from now?
That's hard for me. I don't know. Like I don't know how, you know, with this style of music, it's hard to really gauge like how far you can really take it. You know, we obviously want to like play in as many different countries as we can, as many different places around the states as we can, and you know, just keep on going and see what we can do. I don't know.
And you guys kind of have been all over. What would you have to say maybe be like your favorite crowd or favorite venue so far?
Favorite crowd? I don't know. Like it's kind of the places you expect. Like in New York, it's usually really crazy, and like in LA and stuff like that, it's usually crazy too. Sometimes you'll end up in some weird small town in the middle of nowhere, and it's great too. So I don't know. Wherever kids are insane is where my favorite crowds are. Wherever they're not just like standing there like bored. That sucks.
It looks like you haven't been bored lately. How'd you get that cast?
I punched a door. It was really idiotic.
Aw.
And
The door win.
the door definitely won. Yeah, it sucked. But I can still manage to play, so
Well, that's good.
I'm not a total loser.
Invalid, yeah.
Yeah.
So, what bands are you listening to right now, or maybe what was today's selection?
I like Aeon a lot. That's, I don't know. Like a lot of people think their lyrics are cheesy, and like they are cheesy, but I can't get enough of it. Textures, Dutch band is really cool. Alex Webster from Cannibal has a side project called Blotted Science that I've been listening to pretty nonstop. Like his bass playing on that is just awesome. So I really like that.
Cool. Do you happen to have any plans for any upcoming collaborations with anyone?
Yeah, this a friend of mine, Jeremy Kling, who used to play drums in Absence, is he's in a new band right now called 90 Minute Reflex, and they actually just got done recording drums, or actually guitars today. It's just like a 3-song EP, and I'm gonna play bass for it when this tour gets to Florida, which is where he's from. I'm gonna just go early in the day and go to the studio and lay down some tracks for him, and I actually have to start learning the songs while I'm on tour, so I got to get on top of that. But I'm pretty excited. The songs are pretty cool, and he's a really cool guy, so I'm excited to work with him and just do something different, you know, just for fun.
It should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it'll be cool.
So, what do you guys do to kill time on the road? Are you big, like, avid video gamers?
Yeah,
Or, like,
most of us have laptops or like a PSP or a Nintendo DS or
What's
one of
your
those
game of
things.
choice?
I like the PSP. I play like Final Fantasy and crap like that.
I love Final
It takes up
Fantasy.
like tons of
Top
hours.
PS3,
Yeah,
just for that.
yeah, right. And I brought my longboard, skateboard on this tour. I like to ride that around.
Oh, cool. switched up a bit now. I'm kind of curious, what would your thoughts be on the war?
I mean, I think it's almost common knowledge at this point. Like, you know, everybody kind of understands whether or not you support the president or not. Like, the country was lied to, you know, about the reasons for going to war and about, you know, it took 9/11 and spun it into all this other stuff that it wasn't, you know, and it's disgusting, you know. But you know, I don't like not support the troops, and you know, you can oppose the war and still like not want your fellow dudes to die.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I wish more people would realize that it's okay to actually, you know, say if we don't support the war, but we do support our troops.
Of course, you know. But it's whack. The war is whack. I'll say that.
So do you happen to have a candidate that you're supporting for president?
I mean, if a black dude is president, I'll be pretty stoked, just because
A
that's
Wild
awesome.
fan?
Yeah, I mean, just because.
Yeah.
Black dude president, I'm down.
Anybody's better than
And
McCain, right?
I like what he's got to say sometimes. He seems like he's got a good head on his shoulders, so whatever, we'll see. Yeah, McCain's just like old turtle, dude. Don't forget that.
So did you always want to make music, or was there anything else you were aspiring to do?
You know, like my dad played guitar all while I was a little kid, and I never really had much interest in it. And like the music my parents listened to as a kid, I was just like, it was like horrible 80s pop, and I just was like, oh, I was like, this is what music is like. I was like, oh, this sucks. And I never really, until I became like 13, like started to get like in those teenage years, like I never really cared. But then when I was 13, I got Rage Against the Machine's first record. I was like, yeah, this is awesome. And then
this is what music's supposed to be.
Yeah, and then I got a guitar and like started playing that stuff every day. And then pretty soon I had a little stupid like high school band, and we were just jamming. Yeah, I loved it after that. I guess from puberty on, I knew that's what I wanted to do.
So who would you have to say your all-time favorite band would be? If you had to pick just one.
It's hard.
It's hard.
I guess I would say Meshuggah, just because there's so many of the records that I really like, and even like their new record I really like too. So I don't know, but I guess I would say that. But it's hard. It's hard to pick a favorite. Like it depends what mood I'm in. And, you know, I listen to lots of different